So Modern Warfare 4 got revealed today, and there's a lot of discussions going on about it. Is it the same game every year? Is Infinity Ward going to do the same thing with Modern Warfare 2? You know, Infinity Ward's track record right now, I don't think is too amazing with Modern Warfare 2. 2019's multiplayer, in my opinion, really wasn't good. And throughout this entire year, I've been enjoying playing Black Ops 7 with just looming doom in my mind of like, oh my God, please don't be a Modern Warfare 2 sequel, please, please. And now they fully revealed the game. I honestly thought they weren't going to talk about the multiplayer for a pretty long time. I woke up this morning seeing the trailer, and the trailers looked really good, but a good trailer, a good story doesn't show a good multiplayer. And that's kind of, I'm sitting here thinking like, okay, this is cool. It looks like the campaign is going to have a lot more stakes. I love that. But it's like, multiplayer wise, what are you doing? And a whole bunch of multiplayer information ended up coming out. And I was shocked. I'm sitting here like, whoa, multiplayer information? Really? You have the balls? And it turns out they do have the balls because it actually looks really good. At least so far from what we've seen, I'm not really seeing anything that's like a huge glaring issue that's sticking out to me that could have been poked out. Overall, I have a whole bunch of notes here that I'm just going to go over of things that I've seen and collected around the community. A whole bunch of people were able to play early, so we're getting a lot of feedback, and it seems like the content creators that were talking to the developers were very brutally honest about what happened with Modern Warfare 2 and how Modern Warfare 2 was just an absolute nightmare. Even their development philosophies of Modern Warfare 2, they pretty much lied to the community, gaslit the community, said that, hey, we're listening to your feedback, but your feedback is actually wrong, and we're right. Exactly what they did, and it looks like they're just taking a whole different approach, which I know it's crazy to think about any of this is just even possible right now. Like, this is the Infinity Ward. I mean, we haven't even gotten into some of the changes. I think one of the biggest things that stood out to me for the multiplayer is skill-based matchmaking. They said that they are going to follow what Black Ops 7 did with the skill-based matchmaking. They're not going to go back to pre-Black Ops 7, so they're going to stay with the open playlist. W. Like, just straight up a huge W. Thank you, Infinity Ward. Like, I thought no matter what you did with this game, like, yeah, they could change red dots or ghost or this or the movement, but they're probably going to keep skill-based matchmaking because if you don't know, they created the skill-based matchmaking system that we were stuck with. Then they championed it to Activision and convinced Activision that, hey, this is a better system that's going to lead to more player engagement. And then it led to all of the other studios adopting skill-based matchmaking since 2019 all the way up to Black Ops 7 where it finally got removed. And to me, it was just a shocker. Like, I'm just shocked reading that. I dead ass like jumped around my fucking room like a dog once I read that on Twitter. I was just, oh my God, so excited. Now that can be cool and all, but it's like, okay, how are they doing the gameplay decisions? What are they doing with this? In terms of that, it looks solid so far. Red dots are coming back. Huge W. I mean, red dots are just needed for any type of Call of Duty multiplayer, in my opinion. It helps with the flow a lot. Ghost, we have no information on Ghost. I have heard nothing about it. Maybe there's something somewhere. I just hope Ghost works like normal. The TTK is said to be a lot similar to Modern Warfare 3. I think that's really nice. Classic Prestige system is coming back, thank God. Again, another thing that Infinity Ward created. Infinity Ward removed Classic Prestige system, then championed the Seasonal Prestige system, and then every studio followed the Seasonal Prestige system because they thought it was better. Black Ops 6, not 7, 6 finally removed that, went back to the Classic Prestige system, and now they're keeping it. Thank you. Like genuinely thank you for like keeping these design features that the other studios have kind of brought back over the years, and you're not reverting them. You're just like, you're keeping what worked. And to me, that's exciting. Like, please keep continuing to keep what worked. I have some other things. Visual recoil. I've heard some conversations about visual recoil. There being like smoke and stuff. We'll have to see how that works out on launch and what that's going to be. I'm just glad that they're not taking the approach of this being a MilSim simulator. Doors and tac sprint are also going to be in it. That is probably the worst news that I've heard from any of this, which is surprising. You know, how many things you can talk about Infinity Ward designing their multiplayer. Doors and tac sprint being the worst is actually really nice compared to other things that we can talk about with Modern Warfare 2. I saw T-Dog say that there was only doors on one map out of the 4 maps that he plays, so it looks like they're toning it back a little bit, but they're still keeping it. Just remove it. I don't know why we still have doors. Just fucking gut that shit. There's going to be 12 maps on launch and 24 weapons. 24 weapons seems really low. 12 maps is lower than the average. If you don't know, the Call of Duty average for maps is 14. Black Ops 7 came out with 16, Vanguard 16, BO4 16, Modern Warfare 3 16. So it's a little disappointed to have 4 less maps than average. Now this doesn't speak to the map quality because, you know, I would rather good maps than a lot of maps. Are these going to be good maps? I mean, people have said from what I've read that the maps are a lot better than something like 2019 in Modern Warfare 2. That's really promising, but we don't know. We truly are just gonna have to play for itself because, to be honest, with content creators talking about map, I don't trust you in any single way. We're gonna have to play it ourselves. We're gonna have to see how launch goes because playing it during the beta, not everyone kind of fully knows how to play a map and the different spots and the lanes you're gonna be rushing and how you're gonna play a map. So when launch comes out and we get to play the maps, hopefully they're good. you know, we're just gonna have to see at launch, you know, and maps can kill a game. Like Black Ops 6, in my opinion, had a good foundation, but those maps were so bad. On top of the skill-based matchmaking though, the maps were so bad, that hurt the game the most. So you can have a good game, but if the maps aren't there and the maps aren't good quality, you're kind of just screwed. There's also some other things. Call of Duty is introducing a loyalty discount. You can get 10% off of the Vault Edition if you purchase any Call of Duty within the last few years. Cool, I guess. I don't really care. The Vault Edition also doesn't look that crazy. There's like a knife though. I'll put a picture up on screen. The knife looks really nice, but the other stuff, I mean, it's okay. It's not my taste. Update requires restart is looking to be removed. That's pretty nice. Back to the gameplay, there is also no Omni movement. Now, I'm kind of sad about this. I've always liked Omni movement in the games. I know a lot of people don't like Omni movement. I feel like people don't like it because they attribute Omni movement and really fast movement together, and that's just not the case. You can have Omni movement and different styles of speed separate, you know? Omni movement just allows you to move around in different direction. It doesn't mean that you have to move around to the left at 1,000 fucking miles per hour. No, that's just a Black Ops 7 thing. Hopefully we get to see Omni movement come back and maybe Sledgehammer or Treyarch's next game. It's still going to be a few years though. No zombies this year. They confirmed DMZ. I'm kind of just like all over the place. Sorry, I have these notes right here. I'm kind of just like bouncing through everything, but there's a whole bunch of information, and it just seems like Infinity Ward truly was looking at the feedback for the last few years, especially with Modern Warfare 3. I think Modern Warfare 3 had most of the influence. Like, I came into this year thinking that it was just going to be a nightmare, thinking that I was going to be playing GTA 6 all year long. Now, of course, I do want to play GTA 6. That's still going to happen, but it would be better for me if, you know, Call of Duty was a good game that I can come back into and play and enjoy, you know? And it looks like that's going to be the case, and I'm super happy about that, that we're going to have potentially, you know, we're going to have to see how the game goes. We're going to have to see more information that they share. A lot of things are coming out. It looks like the design philosophy that Infinity Ward is taking this year is just a more traditional Call of Duty design philosophy, like Treyarch and Sledgehammer, and like the things that they do with a multiplayers, instead of kind of just doing like this mil-slim realism type of slop that I kind of just didn't like. I didn't like the slow concrete movement. I didn't like the realistic visual recoil. I just don't care, bro. I want an arcade Call of Duty. Now with tax for indoors and stuff like that, you're not going to fully have that, but you're still going to have a lot of features that make Call of Duty, like red dots. Oh, Ninja as a perk, didn't even mention that too. Ninja as a perk W. So overall, I am just beyond happy. Like, I genuinely thought this year was just over. Like, I thought we were so cooked, and to wake up to, you know, the campaign and everything, I saw the campaign stuff and I was like, you know what, okay, let's see the multiplayer. And seeing the multiplayer, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm intrigued. Again, the average Call of Duty person, I don't think this really does anything different or anything that crazy to get them interested into the game. To be honest, this just looks like more Call of Duty. It doesn't look like they're doing anything that insane. I mean, maybe like the graphics of the game and how realistic and sturdy it is. Like, if it does have like a 2019 type of feel, I think that will get a lot of people back. That would be the incentive for a lot of people to come back to Call of Duty. But for me, you know, it's just, yeah, I get to play a good multiplayer. For the average person, they kind of don't give a shit if the multiplayer is just a good multiplayer. They want incentive. They want something more. What does this change up the formula? We'll have to see. We'll really have to see. This is going directly up against GTA 6. The release date is October 23rd. Again, GTA 6's release date is November 19th. So they're kind of close together. In my opinion, they're a little too close together. I think they should probably bump that release date up a little bit. They probably won't do that though. We're gonna have to see until launch though, but I'm happy. Like, with what I've seen so far, I'm really happy with this. The campaign, for everyone who enjoys the campaign, I bet those people are just on cloud 9 to begin with. Campaign looks like it's just doing so much better than 2019 Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3. Also going back to offline, so that's pretty good. Offline campaign, it's gonna be completely linear, and it just looks like it has stakes. Like, I miss back in the older Call of Duties when there was just big shit going on. Like, there was a lot of big stakes, not just like condensed, go stop the missile, just stop them from getting the missile, you know, type shit. Like, it was so boring. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. I'm actually excited to be making content on this now. Like, I was kind of dreading that I was going to turn into this rifter type of thing. Of course, that's not what I want to do, but I just didn't want to make negative videos constantly all year long. To actually be excited about this game now. No, I'm not going to get too far ahead of myself. You know, we've been excited for games before and they've turned out to be really bad. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. But at least I have hope. I have hope. I'm excited, optimistic, but there is potential here. You know, if they were just going to say like, hey, this is Modern Warfare 2 2.0, I would have just fucking Okay, cool guys. But it's not that. And I hope you guys are going to, and I'm just wondering what you guys are thinking. How do you feel about this? So yeah, I have a lot of stuff to do today. Gonna edit all of this stuff together. Got a lot of TikToks and different things to put together. You know, it's a new year, new opportunity for me to be able to make good, interesting content. I think I'm gonna switch up the formula of this channel a little bit, and we will see what happens. Cheers to the future, because the future actually looks interesting.